What's going on, guys? Jim the Game Guru. Okay, so today let's get into some Colors Live for the Switch. Now, I bought this a little while ago when it was released because it looked very intriguing. It looked very intriguing with the pen hooking up to the Switch. I was curious, how does it work? Is it a full-blown app where you can do a lot of drawing on your Switch? Overall, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Does it give you a unique experience on the Nintendo Switch? So let's go ahead and dig into this. Let's take a look at the pen hooked to the Switch Lite here and see how it works and see what the actual app can do. If you guys are new here, please consider subscribing. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the box for Colors Live. It's actually very simplistic. There's really nothing to it. I don't think the developer behind this game actually put much thought to actually creating an interesting artistic box to this game. I wouldn't even call this a game. I'll call this more of an app. One thing that really bugged me about this game is when you open it up, right there's nothing there. There's no instruction manual, nothing. Now, this is not abnormal to a lot of Switch titles. The problem that I had with it on this one is that it comes with a pen because this is the deluxe version. There were no instructions that would basically tell you how to hook up the pen. You had to rely on the software in your Switch, on the actual game. So when I initially opened this, I was actually playing with this pen. As you can see right here, there's like this crazy little tip to this pen, which is used on the surface of the Switch's screen so it doesn't scratch it. But I couldn't tell if this had to come off before I actually put the cartridge in for the app. So I'm sitting here pulling this thing and trying to figure out how it comes off, thinking that the pen tip was actually here. But no, this is actually the tip of the pen. Now, there's nothing else really crazy about the pen. It's just a plastic pen. It feels very light. It's not even solid, and I don't like that. For the price tag, this was $50. So $50 for the app and the pen feels like it's light plastic. Then you have this cable right here, which is pretty interesting, and what it does on the pen, it connects directly to your Switch on the very top right here to the headphone jack. And what happens is you increase the volume on your headphone jack to max volume, and then that's how it increases the sensitivity of the pen. Very interesting on how they implemented that. I think it's actually kind of smart on how they actually implemented that through the headphone jack. But now let's get into the actual app. Okay, so this is the first time I've actually done a Switch title on a camera. So I'm going to try to do this the best that I can. Usually when I do Switch games or apps, I will actually run it through a capture card. But I cannot do that in this case because I need to use the pen and show you how the pen works on this app. So you're greeted right here with Colors Live. It's a very simplistic home screen. It tells you what's new. So we have Color Quest on the top left. Color Quest I have not done yet. I have zero interest in that. I'm assuming they try to do some kind of a game with coloring and some kind of achievements or whatever. Then you have your online gallery, and then you have new painting in order to start drawing. So I'm gonna go ahead. So these two right here, these two drawings are something that my daughter has already done. I'm gonna go into new painting. What you do is you click on there. Then you're greeting with another screen that says widescreen, landscape, or portrait. So those are your two options when you get to this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on widescreen because it actually fills up the Switch's screen a little easier. And then you have this very, very simplistic view here with your canvas, and then it tells you what the D-pads are for. So this D-pad, you're gonna use this in conjunction with some of the actions in the app. The ZL button is actually an undo button, the ZR is a redo button, and the L is to bring up your palette. So you can change your brush stroke type and change the colors. Plus, I think is to save if you wanna save your drawing. Now, one thing that you're gonna have to do when you start drawing in this, you're gonna wanna start by zooming in. If you press up, you will zoom in a few times, and you can actually go from 100% to 800%. And this is one thing that I find very annoying in this because you have to zoom in order to make your drawing smaller on the canvas. So if I go out here and I do like a smiley face, so I'm gonna go out here to 100%. Let me just do a smiley face here, very, very simple. Yay, smiley face, right? Do a little nose there. Now, if I go ahead and zoom out, you can see the smiley face takes up the entire canvas. So I'm gonna go ahead and press ZL to undo that juicy, amazing drawing that I've done. And now I'm gonna zoom in to about 800% and do the same thing. Ooh, but you can see how much bigger my pen is because I'm zoomed in, right? But then if I zoom out, you can see when you zoom out, it's not the entire canvas. It's actually smaller. So I can go ahead and ZL now again. Let's kind of zoom in now at 800. Let's go ahead and flip up the palette thing. Let's just put my pen to the smallest stroke possible. And let's choose a different color. So let's try this again. So go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and draw another face. I'm keeping the drawing very, very simple right now because I don't want to extend this video. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. So let's go over here. Let's select a color. I'm gonna go ahead and draw some hair. Yay, hair. Something that I do not have on the top of my head anymore. It's starting, only in the back side it's starting to go along, but top of my head is starting to thin out pretty decent. There we go, got some hair. Let's go ahead and flip this over. Let's do, I don't know, let's try to do, maybe we'll do a dark green or something. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and hold the left side for panning. And when I hold left side to pan, I can actually use the stylus now to pan across the canvas. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw like a little neck, a little shirt here. Let's draw a shirt. So we're gonna draw a shirt. Maybe we'll draw some stripes on there. There we go. And now if I zoom out, you can see that it is, I'll go to 100%. You can see that it is smaller on my canvas because I started zoomed in and I made the stylus point the smallest that I could. So that's one thing that's kind of quirky about this is that you need to know how to use the zoom levels and you need to know what the right brush strokes are in order to utilize the canvas as best as you can. I have not seen a canvas so far in this that is bigger than this. But then again, I haven't spent hours in this app either. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, I don't know. So let's go ahead and add more to this environment. Let's do some grass here. Yay, grass. And then let's do some sky, and I'll do some, I don't know, light strokes up here for the sky. But anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to be an artiste on this video. I'm just kind of trying to show you guys, how this app actually works. So it's very good for simplistic drawing. For very simplistic drawing is good. I think it's very, very limited. And that's the one thing that I cannot stand about this. And that's one reason why I don't feel like it's worth $50. You have a light, flimsy pen right here. And then on top of that, you have an app that's very limited. I mean, this is what you have. So you have eraser, stylus, and stuff like that. Yeah, you can do like online sharing and stuff like that. I felt like this should be more detailed for a $50 app. And then when you press B, you can actually go to the next screen where it'll show you the drawing. I believe if you press play here, it will show you how the drawing was created, which is really cool. And you can see it's showing you how this drawing went. I'm gonna press it one more time, but it's showing how the drawing came to life as I was drawing, just like that. And then you can save it. There are a lot of mobile apps. I mean a lot of mobile apps that do that. I mean, my daughter has a lot of drawing apps on her phone that will actually record how the painting was actually created and will actually allow you to save different types of paintings. They'll have the color palette just like that with how I opened earlier. So there's a lot of mobile apps that do that already. So when I wanted a deeper experience and I purchased this for $50 with the pen and all that, I was hoping to get more. Unfortunately, I did not get more and it turned out to be a very simple. Now I'm gonna go ahead and save it. So now it saves this picture alongside with the other pictures. And it just ended up being super, super simple of an app, something that I could have got on a mobile phone, and I'm just a little disappointed. So is it worth $50? No. If you find this on a deep sale and you could pick up the deluxe version for like $10, I honestly feel like this package with this app and this pen should be no more than $10 to $15. And that's how oversimplified it is. But that's it, guys. I am Jim, the Game Guru, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.